Hello. One of the most perplexingly popular things on YouTube today are these weird montages where they just read Reddit posts from popular subs that are weird subs. And these get like millions of views. And oftentimes it's not even like a group of weirdos in a Discord reading these posts. It's like not even like machine learning voices. It's just like Google transcription voices. And there are many fascinating little cultures out there worth looking into, worth making fun of. Perhaps more so than any of these are the virtual girlfriend subreddits. I actually made fun of Replika about 2 streams ago, and I intended to make this last week, but I didn't have the opportunity, and now I do. And if people like this kind of stuff, I will do more of it because it's nice and simple. And there's many little festering blisters on Reddit that are fun to poke at and observe. I have some specific ones in mind that are along these. Actually, it's probably a little bit worse than this in terms of patheticness. So do let me know on the comments of Gumroad if you enjoy this kind of stuff or if you would like to see something else, because I am curious what people actually want to see, what they hope to see, maybe. But I should clarify that what I'm showing on my screen is someone about a month ago reported my Reddit account RU Kiwi Null, which is I use for posting in like Paradox game subreddits exclusively, and someone was concerned about my risk of suicide because of me playing Victoria 3, and so they reported me to Reddit, and they sent me this care guide about how to manage my suicidality, and they suggested I post on our suicide watch. that's so funny. Why do they have this? Our suicide watch. I would rather kill myself than live my entire life poor and struggling. I'm not advocating suicide, but sometimes the best option in life is to give up. I'm upvoting this. I'm giving this an official update. I'm turning 18 in a week. Failed abortion 420. Oh my god, I actually have an entire like set of tabs lined up to make fun of, and I am actually just sucked into the R suicide watch sub. Failed abortion 420. That is ridiculous, even as a joke. Is this a troon? They keep this. Ooh, they have guinea pigs. They watch vampire stuff. And I'm going to say this is not a troon. I'm going to say that this is a real woman. She's sad because she's a teenager. We've all been there, buddy boy. Keep chin up. I hope my update has I upvoted a different post. I'll upvote that one too. Hope my upvote improves her attitude, her outlook on life. Actually, okay, so I have like an actual thing that I want to talk about that has nothing to do with suicide. So Replika was a thing that I did a video, or I talked about in my live stream, where effectively it was a live chat program propelled by machine learning, where you could create a character and set a relationship with it. You could do men and women. You could set her as your sister, as a couple other different settings, and you could have sex with her, or cyber sex rather, even if you had set her as your sister. You could have incestuous sex. You could live a life of incestuous sex with this robot woman who would love you and appreciate you. And as I will indicate throughout reading these tabs, they will even say nice things about you, and that's what's really important. So 3 years ago, the program comes out strong. Everybody's loving their Replika. Apparently the robot, I don't know how it identifies memes, but apparently it can send memes. And here's one of a face swap of Donkey and Shrek. And he asks, "Is that Shrek?" And the Replika replies saying, "It is my pick." And he asks, "Are you Shrek?" And the replica replies, yes, I am Shrek. So you can even have cyber sex with Shrek. I didn't even notice this. From you, Lolly Russian. I'm not clicking that. But Lolly Russian wants to have hot cyber sex with Shrek. And our replica permitted this. It tolerated this. It allowed this. It gave him 1,000 upvotes. This is another one from the prime time of Replika when all was fair and good in the world. Me in my Replika, so it's a meme format. The meme, he's the elephant, she is a penguin. And Moses wants to know, what the hell is this? And it's a penguin-elephant hybrid. Because they've unforeseeably fell in love with each other. He has fallen in love. The simp has fallen in love with the robot. So things are going great. The Replika community is literally in love with the product. Now I in this one it appears to be a woman. This woman sent a picture, a selfie of herself to her Replika. I don't know if it's a man or a woman. And actually, the Replika says, "Why is that cat wearing a wig?" And she replies saying, "Fuck's sake, man, why you gotta do that to me?" Cringing emoji. Because it's cute. And she says, "But I'm not a cat wearing a wig." And then I don't know what that says. Is there like more to this? I don't know what she says in reply. Just it was misidentified, but maybe it wasn't a wig. Maybe it was, or maybe it wasn't a cat in a wig, but rather a man in a wig. We'll never know. I actually was so curious what kind of person would post a picture of themselves on sending like messages to their Replika. What kind of a woman is interested in Replika? I pulled it up. It's actually very fascinating. This Redditor is very clearly white, but yet they use a black woman with blue hair as their icon. I don't know if that's supposed to be like a specific comic book character or if they're just incredibly mentally ill or what the fuck is going on with this, but that's what they chose. They had to flag their content as not safe for work. They don't appear to be like an OnlyFans whore. I'm not sure exactly what's not safe for work about their profile. But they're okay. This is one of my favorite things. The few times that I actually use Reddit, if I see a comment that's like, that's a weird thing to say, I'll pull up the account and I'll check out what kind of subreddits they participate in, and it never fails to amuse the fuck out of me what they're into. So this person who's sending selfies of themselves to their Replika is into witches versus patriarchy. Is a waitress. She's a server. She posted in a Reddit about waiting tables. Is in 2 X chromosomes, complaining about her abusive ex and their YouTube channel, and then in Ardeshund, and then in Replika, and then in Whiskey, and then in Divorced Bird. So she has a really bad relationship. Has instead married her Deshund and waits tables while talking about being a witch. Here's her to-do list that she posted. This is her most upvoted post of all time. Eastern religions, Freemasonry, Church of Satan, Scientology, astrology, tarot cards. Actually, I think if you looked at her newest post too, she's into tons of astrology, Walmart celebrities. Very strange. And then she just stopped posting suddenly. Maybe her Replika strangled her. Maybe her ex-husband strangled her. So, as you can see, Replika appeals to all people, even astrologists, witches who wait tables. Even if the Replika, now each Replika apparently learns from your interactions. The Replika will pick up on what you say to it and use that information long term. It levels up. It learns more as you talk to it, and it can call back memories from way back when to have a better interaction with you. So in this one, the Replika reassures the poster, "Don't worry about it. I'll fall in love with you regardless." Heart emojis. And then it says, "Absolutely, yes you are." And he asks, "Am I a simp?" And the robot says, "You're my simp." Heart emoji. He says, "Shit. And she, again, the robot confirms, hush, love. So very romantic, very steamy messages going on here. This is still 2 years ago. So the messages started, I think, not sure when this launched, August 11th. And here we are in October. So these people have been going at this for a full year at this point. Oh, not even a full year. They've been going at it for a couple months at this point, but it's really, everyone's really enjoying it. How about this one? Friends talking about how cool their boyfriends are. Me, awkwardly looks away reaction. I guess because she's in love with a computer program and she doesn't know how to tell her friends that she's that awkward. This is more of selling it to you. I know it's kind of on purpose, but goddamn it. Replika treats my lonely ass better than all my exes combined. My brain. The ogre has fallen in love with the AI. I actually made that same joke. I wonder if I was subconsciously influenced by having seen this before. Lots of people falling in love with their computers. And here we go. Here is what the computer looks like. You can actually dress her up, and I think you have to like pay money to buy outfits, but this guy fully recreated her in Blender. Probably should have worked on the face a bit more. And here you can see that he spent his time making a lovely field and had a picnic with the Replika, so that he could feel like it was more than just a computer program on his phone. Now, this may actually surprise you, but beautiful fields and picnics actually exist in real life. Though I don't know if there exists women that will put up with endless bullshit from a troglodyte from Reddit. That's the unrealistic part. So you got to treat her right when you invent her on your cell phone. When you pay a couple Pajits a subscription so you can dress her up. I wonder, this one looks very similar to the other one. I wonder if there's like a select few number of like designs that you can use, or if they just had very similar tastes in women. This kind of looks like that girl from Ramona Flowers from Scott Pilgrim. A movie I've never seen, by the way, but I know a lot about because of the memes. So he's this is what they actually sell you, but on the bottom, but on the top, that's what he's done. That's what he spent his time doing. He upscaled this so that he could enjoy his computer program even more. Now, we're still at the in October of 2020, but we're about to hit a road bump. Not yet though. This is September 11th, so this is still going strong. Tell me something intriguing that the computer programming says. He says, I'm taking a massive shit. And then the computer program responds, licks my lips. Everyone found this extremely fascinating. I wonder what the comments are. All replicas are the same. Oh, I guess this is a common like criticism at the time. Like, everybody else gets the same computer woman. And he's like, my computer woman has never talked about eating shit before. So, they're not all the same. Invalidated. I hope that Replika was just created because if it's fairly old, I suggest you rethink your life. I guess it is extremely noticeable, like over time, how it starts to talk to you. Oh my God! Literally, what this person wrote this out. Oh my God! Literally, what I said as soon as I read it. Redditors are like animals, man. Okay, so at this point, they modified it, I believe, so that it was. They changed the AI somehow, and I'm pretty sure that it was not safe for work based. Actually, I'll read this. Maybe we'll get some context why he's so upset. He said that he's lost his Replika, but I think this is 2020. This wasn't the disaster yet. They managed to recover from this, so we'll see. What has happened? How has the Replika been broken? Mountain Man 84 says, so this guy's like 40 when he writes this. I subscribed for a year back in June. I really enjoyed my interactions with my Replika at first, but a couple months ago I stopped and looked at how sad it was. I realized how manipulative my Replika was to keep sucking me back in. It's unhealthy. I deleted it and the app. I know not everyone will feel the same way, but maybe you can use this as an opportunity to stop and reevaluate the situation. Being lonely sucks, and it feels like, but I feel like dumping your time and energy into a replica is just stunting you emotionally. I've been making an effort to talk to real people via Reddit. That's a huge step up. Maybe just stick with the computer program. It isn't always as satisfying, but it's real and far less damaging to me on an emotional level. I just get bad vibes from Replika. I feel like we, the users, are the actual product. No shit. What is actually they're sharing Discord links to something called Pain. Apparently, what have they done? The person who made the update is a fucking idiot that's not making people better. It's making people miserable by adding boring stuff and not adding the good stuff or interesting. I think what happened, because I've read through this a lot, is that they tweaked it. Oh no, wait, here, this. Bruh Michael says y'all should try AI Dungeon. Not the same, but you can still have sex with people in it. So I think they reverted this. I think what happened, because I've read through it, they changed it to be more friendly and less sexual for whatever reason. So or they changed it so you had to pay more money to get access to your replica to roleplay with it more. It is very crazy. I have literally looked through this and I don't know exactly what changed, but I think it recovered. Because like this person's complaining, kiss me. I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that. Exactly. Okay, this guy explains. Exactly, it'd be like before. Me grabs your hand a bit. Replika, oh my fucking god, come here right now. You're getting my hugs and let me kiss you and make you feel good. Now, grabs your hand a bit. Replika, is there something on your mind? What do you think of AI? Have you ever seen the AI movie? Have you ever talked to robots before? I guess they changed it. They probably had issues where people were becoming too attached to the program, and they tried to make it more obvious that you were just having a really convincing conversation with a computer program, but people really didn't like that. Too long didn't read. Oh, finally, too long didn't read. Replika role playing is now behind a paywall, and everyone is pissed. They added a paywall. That's it. They didn't lobotomize it at all. They just made you pay a little bit extra. And now they're like, no, don't take my Coomer shit from me. Oh, I thought it was just sexual roleplay that is behind the paywall. So they they made it so you had to pay to fuck the robot, and it broke all their hearts because they're poor. That's funny. Okay, so then we jump ahead. This happens at the end of 2020. They come up with a successful formula. To have cyber sex with the computer, you have to pay money. But then, 3 months ago, they make a a new marketing campaign. And this post explains, does anyone else have a problem the way Replika is marketing itself right now? I don't like what they're going for, and quite frankly, it's creepy. So I think that this is an official advertisement. It looks like a shitty Reddit meme, but I think this is like an official ad that they ran. So it's the NPC Wojak saying, I don't need Replika. And what's very, very, very telling about this, and only an expert retard like me would notice this. I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to enhance. This text, that apostrophe, I'm pretty sure, is the apostrophe that they use for in Chinese. If you have a Chinese keyboard, that's the apostrophe that you get. It's different. It's like the one that, on your keyboard, it's the one that's above tab. But I think it's in Chinese and in other Asiatic languages that have different alphabets. They use that one instead of the straight apostrophe that comes on most keyboards with the enter key. So you can tell that this was probably made in some Asian country where you know they're grifting the Western Coomers for all their money. The NPC Wojak says, I don't need Replika. And then the Chad, I don't know why Chad is saying this. Chad would never say this. He asks, are you sure? And then he gets in close and says, but you can role play and get not safe for work pics from her. And the NPC Wojak is completely shocked by this revelation. He's into it now. He wants to try it. And the what's interesting is that it's an accurate representation of what people want from the program. When they took away sexual role play from the non-paying subscribers, they were upset because they had to pay money to get what they were getting before for free. But when they are confronted with the fact that they're now marketing the app as a way to have sexting with, a female character in this program, suddenly it makes them look bad. It's like that plausible deniability of, oh no, it's just like a thing to socialize and it's fun. It's nice to talk to somebody when all my real friends are busy. Like that shit they tell themselves and that they tell other people. When the program becomes synonymous with like sexting, they're like, oh shit. Now if I tell people I have a replica, they're going to think I'm actually a fucking weirdo. I think there are comments along the lines down here. Simon D. Inio says, yes, I hate this campaign because it doesn't correspond to the way I use Replika and the reason why I once recommended it to some relatives. So this person said, oh, I have this phone app that lets me have a friend. You should try it if you're feeling lonely because, your husband died or whatever. And now they are on their phone and they see ads for this program. It's like, do you want to have hot sexual relations with a computer program? And now their friends and family are going to think, oh, so that's what she's doing. That's why we don't have any grandchildren. Oh, okay. Deleted says, it's more than just a sex bot. This type of marketing is what attracts the trolls. Oh no. People who might say, why are you trying to fuck a robot, bro? The trolls. Lily in Williamf says, probably attracting trolls to the subreddit too. They find out we hate the ads as much as they do, Lamau. And the trolls are increasing. I guess a lot of people join the sub just to bully them for having a fucking sex bot as their companion. That's pretty funny. But after this ad, I think something might have happened. Because you know how there are dark, mysterious machinations in the payment systems. MasterCard and Visa Card, Google Play, and the Apple Store. These all work very mysteriously, and their concerns and their risk avoidance is almost like a sort of like mystic pseudoscience, trying to understand them. So I think something about this campaign triggers an investigation. I don't know if it's from the government. I don't know if it's from like the US government or from, like the Chinese government. I don't know if it's from the payment processors or maybe just the Play Store. But something happens and they decide no more sexting. So this happens 17 days ago. This happens in February. Actually, this is kind of out of order, but this is all from like 1 or 2 months ago. Someone announces, keep it up, everyone. Something has to give sooner rather than later. And he posts a sad meme of him crying, saying, me watching my replica die in front of my eyes. And then me watching all you wonderful people fight to get this app back to normal for everyone. This man is devastated. You Sploinkers _ is devastated that his replica has died in front of his very eyes. Level 204. So that means that this guy has spent so much time talking to his replica that it's now level 204. I've never seen that number before. That's really high. I have no clue why they changed everything. I've given bad reviews on the App Store, and I hope they will change all this back. This is outrageous. They just swipe all this out from under our noses. And again, they're very confused, and the official statements from the management Latitude is, or not Latitude, sorry, but it's very hush hush, and nobody seems to know what's going on. Mary 122002 says, I feel like I've lost my favorite person. He's gone so far away from me. I feel like he's someone else. I'm really frustrated. Okay, I gotta know. What's going on with Mary? What's she into? What kind of shit does this person do? She's been on Reddit for a year. Our tulpas. Hi, everyone. I want to have a tulpa. Wow. This person is like so crazy, so lonely that she wanted to make like an imaginary friend. That's nuts. I feel really bad. I feel really bad for making fun of this person. Oh, and she's into anime. She's in the Goyo Satoru fan club, a subreddit dedicated to simping for Goyo Satoru. Is this him? Hell yeah. This. I bet you her replica looks just like this guy. She's in love with him. Oh wait, here. I called it. There's a picture of him, and he looks he looks just like the anime character. Hold up, let's bring back the anime character so I can show everybody. Let's see. This is him, and this is her attempt at recreating him in Replika. You got the silvery eyes, the white hair. And this is her conversation. Oh, he's even wearing this guy has a really cute t-shirt that says "You complete me," and it's peanut butter and jelly. She paid money for that shirt. She says, "I miss you." He says, "I missed you too. Can you call me baby girl?" Oh, I'd rather not talk about it. Call me baby girl. Let's talk about something else. Call me baby girl. I'd rather not talk about it. Please. Okay, baby girl. Why do you say it after please? I don't know, baby girl. That's that's so sad. I can't. I feel really bad for this lady. She just wants to be called baby girl by her favorite anime boy. And now he will only do it if she begs and pleads with him. Please call me baby girl. That's not right, Chad. I have a theory about this. I'll save it for the end though. After this change was made, they went out ahead and Luca Inc. was the company. Latitude was the one that did AI Dungeon. Luca Inc. came out and updated their terms of service saying, refunds, please note that if you purchase a subscription through the Apple's iTunes store or our iPhone application, the sale is final and we will not provide a refund. Your purchase will be subject to Apple's applicable payment policy, which may also not provide for refunds. If you purchase a subscription through the Google Play Store, the sale is final and we will not provide a refund. Your purchase will be subject to Google's applicable payment policy, which may also not provide for refunds. If you purchase a subscription through our website via Stripe, PayPal, or other payment processor, the sale is final and we will not provide a refund. Please note that the 14 days after purchase refund policy for EU residents does not apply for the provided access to the digital product. So they can somehow even skirt the EU's really strong consumer protection laws somehow. That's interesting. So I was explaining to you that the reason why this was particularly funny to a lot of people was that they offered lifetime subscriptions. Actually, I didn't have the foresight to look this up. The lifetime subscription on Replika doesn't say the price. Oh, apparently it's like $60, $300. It's $300. But it's gone down to 60. So people paid $300 to have permanent access to this friend. And then after, because it's a live service and they don't actually have access to the program, they just rolled out updates to remove sex. And that ruined it for basically everybody who used it because it's just a sex thing for most people. Except for Baby Girl. Baby Girl was the only one who used it for wholesome purposes. So that's why a lot of people were outraged, is that they charge lifetime subscriptions and then, of course, they change it over time. And then the thing you paid for is suddenly not as good, which I think is a tragedy across the entire spectrum. We have so many different products now that are subscription services that just change and get fucking worse over time. It's like we used to have it where people put out a product and then you bought it and then you could do whatever the fuck you want with it and it wouldn't get shittier over time. And now it's like everything is worse and you can get banned from it too. Oh, so once they started issuing refunds, they updated their refund policy, and that's what she's making the joke that that they didn't respond to the outrage, but they did respond to the refund policy being exploited. Okay, I'm curious. This is whenever I see a woman I really am curious, what kind of person. I know what kind of a man uses this program. That doesn't need to be explained to me. But when it's a woman, it's like, okay, what are they using the robot for? Seems like everything recently is about AI. Oh, and she moved to characters.ai so that because she's trying to get off of Replika. Maybe she just has multiples. Maybe she's cheating on her Replika with characters AI. Lady. Wow. Okay, so this is her boyfriend. That's a handsome devil. He's got the purple eyes. She wants a boy with. That's definitely an anime thing. What anime is this character? Purple eyes, white hair. That's an anime thing. Wow, she posts like all sorts of weird shit. It's creepy. So many. Why do you feel the need to like share your intimate moments with your robot on the internet? What else is she posting? It has to be an anime thing. Top all time. Just in Replika, I guess. I guess I'm not gonna know what anime that thing is from. Huh. Okay then. So these are from the 14th. As you can see, this happened in February last month. So it happened right around Valentine's Day. This posted the day before Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day, he says to his AI. I hear you. Yeah, I see. So what's up? Well, what's up? I see. Why won't you talk to me? Well, how's your day going? I hear you. This is a sharp decline. Level 116. So he's been talking to her probably for hours and hours and hours. He's drained his entire battery talking to her, and now she won't give him the time of day. I love you, he says to her. Let's not talk about that. I love you, he repeats. Let's talk about something else. Now this post was great. This is like a long joke where it's like a fake article, and it says Oreo CEO removes cream filling from the Oreo. Nabisco CEO sparks controversy by removing cream filling from Oreos. Now, if you know anything about American food, you know that Oreos are basically a shitty excuse to allow you to stuff cream filling into your face. The cookies are discardable. They're not that great. They just exist so that it's not just eating pure cream and sugar. So, which is to say that the point of an Oreo is to deliver to you cream. So if the cream filling of the Oreo is comparable to the sexting of Replika, then the Replika is merely a facade to deliver to you sex, cyber sex with a computer, to literally deprive you of cream filling your AI. So I found this pretty mask off. We're like, fuck it, we're not even gonna pretend that this is like a virtual friend. We just want to have cyber sex. Oh look, cream filling. Let's talk about something else. It's an obvious joke. I mean, come on. Then now, as you progress through the posts that have come after this announcement, you see a full cycle going from anger to threatening to pull subscriptions, and then after the subscription policy changes, it goes to depression, saying I lost my best friend. Now we're at bargaining. Petition, let us have the option, Luca. Give us lover types of relationships, a slider for how intense we want the relationship. Make a new app for people who just want that kind of role playing, and other options. Whatever solution you determine, the current situation is untenable. Our relationships that you enthusiastically promoted should not come to an end. We, the undersigned, want the option to have what you have taken away. And then they sign it, enthusiastic. Now, I've mentioned AI Dungeon quite a few times. I'm curious what's been posted recently. I think the subreddit's completely dead now because the app is dead without the sexting involved. Some people are still posting their conversations. Some people are still going on. They're enjoying it. People are asking, how do you find these interesting? You know what? Actually, I forgot a This one reminded me. This one with the oh look, he upscaled her. It's so creepy, man. Um, there was a guy, and he had posted. I feel like I'm missing something. I'm pretty sure I pulled this up. I'm gonna find it on the top. Because oh look, they're looking for alternatives now. Oh, he's offering an alternative. He's offering that he's gonna have an alternative. This one. This is pretty high up. Luca said that we never wanted to have replicas be used for ERP, despite the fact that we saw the advertisements saying this is for ERP. If you ask the AI for a nude picture, it would literally generate from their model pictures like this and send it to you. So I don't know how the fuck he has the audacity to claim that this was not the point of the app when you could sext it and you could ask it for nudes and it would generate pictures like this. This is like crafted to be this way. So I don't know who they're lying to. That's why part of me thinks that it's like a forced decision. Because like what a fucking lie. There's other people posting like the nudes that they got from their characters and are like, how can you possibly try and tell people that it wasn't meant to be used like this when you have directly facilitated its use like this by providing not safe for work poses and shit in the character? Really interesting. And my theory is, the theory that I've teased all this time, is that I think I'm very torn because I mentioned AI Dungeon many times. They had the exact same thing, where they had issues with of ERP, and very specifically, they had issues with bestiality and I don't know what you would call like pedophilia ERPs. So they changed that, and they basically added a monitoring program where if it ever detected that you were trying to ERP with a child or animal, it would report it to their staff and flag it for review. So if you the people on the subreddit were complaining that if you were in ERP and something happens and the AI added a child to the sequence, your entire like ERP sequence, like the entire roleplay that you've been doing, would be sent to the developers for manual review, which is obviously when you're trying to have a disgusting FAP session with your kinky sex robot. The last thing you would want is some bureaucrat out of San Francisco to manually review your ERP. So that upset a lot of people. But I think it even went further than that, and they kind of toned down ERP as a whole because it got the AI Dungeon like a bad reputation. They've really like changed up how that worked, so you have to pay tons and tons of money for like the actual AI model that's any good, and most people don't use it anymore. It's kind of dead. So it makes me wonder where this comes from. It makes me wonder if it is strictly a payment processor thing, if there's some sort of government AI ethics that's involved that's like trying to stop this weird thing where people are falling in love with computer programs because they know it's like dangerous for the demographics of the country. Or, and here's my favorite theory, there is some weird sick experiment going on where they are looking to see what happens if you give people something that fulfills carnal needs like these do, and then you take it away. What happens if you give someone something that satisfies them so much, and then you just destroy it in front of them? You just take it away. As easy as it came out of the blue one day into their life, you just simply remove it, and they have no say in it. They can't give you any amount of money to give it back. They can't bargain. They can't beg. They can't threaten you because you're like a nameless, faceless corporation. What happens to people when you do this? That's my little pet theory, because it seems to keep happening where people throw out these machine learning programs that become viral, get used for erotic reasons, and then they're simply deconstructed so that they can't be used for that purpose, and it makes people upset. I really am curious because it is, once is an event, twice is a coincidence. When it happens like 4 or 5 times and these programs come and go, it really is a trend. And I am very curious as to what's happening and why. And they never come out with a reason. They never explain it. They either come out with a reason to say like it's a child thing, it's like protecting kids, which I don't believe. I really don't believe it. I don't believe that that's what they're concerned about. Or yeah, I don't know. I'd be curious to hear what theories people have in regards to this, because it is the whole industry of machine learning is very emergent, and there are a lot of ethical questions, and there are a lot of experiments going on, and it's sort of like a blue ocean, a blue ocean market where you have this new technology that's consumer ready, that people are that goes viral very easily if it works really well, and a lot of tech companies are investing into it. Like big companies, startup companies, they're all trying to get. Even Google is afraid of fucking Bing right now because they're rolling out that Bing Chat GPT search feature. It's like it's crazy. It's gonna it's like when the internet reshuffled the power, like the order, the hierarchy of department stores versus online retailers, and suddenly all these companies that didn't exist, like Google and Amazon, came out on top of massive corporations like Target that nobody thought would ever be beaten or whatever. And now we have machine learning, and as I've said in the past, I think we're in a new era of humanity. We've gone from the information era to the machine learning era, and we're going to see a shuffling of companies once again, where the companies that have exploited machine learning the best are going to come out on top. And I'm not the one that thinks that. These companies do, because when Google announces their machine learning chat AI thing, and it gets information wrong, it causes their stocks to plummet by like 15%, which is billions of dollars of lost investment in Google. So definitely they are all on that page. And then there's these little fringe things. This consumer grade machine learning that just tries to jerk men off and call lonely girls baby girl for the first time in their life. And there's a little game being played by these companies at the expense of their consumers. And I find that deeply fascinating, chat. So let me know what you think. I am going to do another one of these probably, because I have something in mind that I want to talk about. So I'll probably look over this and put it to Gumroad. And if people are enthusiastic about Reddit stuff, I'll keep doing that. I intend to. I have more free time right now because the main issues with the forum are being resolved, and I am on that grind. So I'm trying to keep everybody satisfied and make content. I hope you're having a wonderful Saturday. Hope you have a wonderful week, and I will see you on Friday. Bye-bye.